Hey there, my friends. It's Jim Green, and today is my Wednesday walk talk. And I'd like to tell you a quick little story. And it's about a conversation I had with a buddy of mine a couple weeks ago. And I was talking about my 90-day challenge and how I walked every single day, 10,000 steps. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've been struggling being consistent with that. I did about 11 days straight, and most recently, and fall off and stuff. So it's kind of funny. I mean, I've been doing like average 3-4 days a week, but that's not what the story's about. The story's about the conversation I had with him and how he was literally telling me how he hates walking. He thinks it's boring. He hates walking. So I agree with him. It is. If you just go out and try to walk without doing something like what I do, is I listen to podcasts or, books on audio or something like that to kind of educate myself and kill two birds with one stone. So anyway, he doesn't like listen to podcasts. So he's like, "What's that on?" And I was like, "Well, do you have an iPhone?" He said no, and he has an Android. And that's Stitcher, but I couldn't think of the word that day. And there's Stitcher, and then there's also Spotify has most of these podcasts on it with people as well. So isn't this pretty cool? I'm walking at a golf course on my lunch break today. But anyway, and I keep looking down because I don't want to fall on my butt as I'm walking through this golf course. But anyway, so, and he just was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." And, I could see the wheels turning because he saw that I lost 8-9 pounds at that time compared to last time he saw me, and could tell that I was more muscular than I was before. And I feel really good, and I'm in maintain stage right now. And so it's pretty cool. But today I'm listening to a podcast, and the podcast is one of the best I've heard in a long time. And what I mean is this episode is awesome. It's actually Ed Mylett, which I've talked about a ton in the past, and he is interviewing or talking to John Maxwell. John Maxwell has written 80 some books. I think they said 88 book. This was his 88th book. I don't know if that's the exact number, but anyway, he is a master on leadership and communication and all kinds of other things. You can actually go and get certified to be one of his coaching, to be a coach through his program. But anyway, them two were just sitting there talking about all kinds of stuff and about communication, and because it's kind of a big plug for John's newest book that's out. But I love it. I mean, I was in Toastmasters, which is about speaking and leadership for probably a total of 3 or 4 years ago. And, that was a big part. One of the things that I wanted to do was to get better at speaking in front of groups of people. And communication just isn't about speaking in front of a room. It's also about speaking one-on-one with people. And truthfully, he talks about even just the communication you have with yourself in your own head. So it is an awesome podcast. Go search it out. Ed Mylett, right around the end of July here, beginning of August, his latest one, the latest podcast he has with John Maxwell. And take a listen. I think you're going to actually love it like I do. Anyway, that's what I got for you on my walk talk. You guys have an awesome day, and you definitely deserve it. Take care.